Greetings, fellow mathematicians. Let's talk about time. In the first year of school, children will be investigating the sequence of events, and they'll also be investigating duration of events. Initially just calling them a long or a short time, and then starting to generalise into about half an hour, about a minute, those kind of things. They will also begin to investigate telling time on the hour, on the half hour, and on the quarter hour. Now, it's important that you have an analog clock in your classroom because many children will not have access to an analog clock at home. When we tell time on the half hour and on the quarter hour, it's important as well that children each have their own small clock where the hands turn in sync, so that as the minute hand is going halfway around the clock, linked to the fraction halves, they can also see that the hour hand is going halfway to the next number. Similarly, when the minute hand moves a quarter of the way around the clock, linked to the fraction a quarter, they can see that the hour hand has also moved about a quarter of the way towards the next number. Then, as it goes another quarter of an hour, it's moved halfway around the clock. That links the two quarters to be the same as a half. Then when it moves another quarter of the way around the clock, it's now moved 3/4 of the way around the clock. So how many more quarters does it have to go? It has to go another quarter of an hour, which means that it's now quarter to the hour. Now in years 3 to 6, they will also be investigating time told to the minute. Now this is where they really start to develop their deep understanding of 60 minutes in an hour, so 5 minutes between each number on the clock face. They'll have a look at converting between analog time and digital time. Analog time came first, so that's the time that we'll be teaching them first. Digital time only started really about 50 or 60 years ago with the advent of computers. So digital time can only count the minutes and the hours. It can't tell how many minutes to the next hour. We'll also be looking at the angles formed by the hands on the clock. So they could be formed by both hands, the hour and the minute hand, or they could be formed as the angle of turn, the amount of turn, as one hand starts, say, on the 12 and then turns to the 3. That's a one-line angle because you've got to imagine where the hand started from, it's only got one line. The two-line angle is when you're using the two hands on the clock. Children will also investigate AM and PM time, and they will begin to convert between days and hours and minutes and seconds. They'll investigate calendars, timetables and timelines, and they will begin to use scale to investigate timelines as well. They'll also investigate the duration of time, which they will calculate by knowing the time that something started and the time that it ended. They will also begin to investigate 24-hour time.